How much iced tea did you drink today? A couple of pictures and some Starbucks on my end. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Don't presume to know what I drink.
Oh.
Especially in front of people that I don't know.
You've never met me.
I will slap the out of you in front of all these people.
Usually it's just straight up tequila, but... Hi, welcome to Moviefone Unscripted. I'm Renee Zellweger, and I'm here with Harry Connick Jr. to talk about our new film, New in Town. So we're going to ask each other some of your questions and some of our own. So, can I start?
Please.
Okay. How was filming in Winnipeg? And what's your favorite thing to do in cold weather?
First of all, it's a beautiful town, and I love the people there. People were great.
I agree with you.
Incredible.
I know. It was impressive.
Just wonderful people.
Yeah.
But why people or how people can live in that town in the middle of winter is unfathomable to me.
I know, and they just get on with it.
It's so cold.
It's so cold.
Don't you remember it being like close to 50 below?
And plus with the wind chill. And you can't see the road. You leave the house in your 6 parkas because you need them, right? Because everything starts to die within, what, a minute if it's exposed?
Starts to die.
For real. But you can't tell where the road ends and the fields and ditches begin.
Yeah, that's right. Or a lake, a frozen lake or something.
Things like that.
Yeah.
And to me that says, I think I might not make it out today. But everybody in the whole town just keeps going like it's nothing.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
It's impressive, yeah.
And the one thing I wanted to do, which we almost did, was to go curling.
Yes.
And we never did.
Did you have an injury or something?
Nope, we just never did. We just got distracted, and you had to work, I had to work, whatever it was. We never made it. And that was something that I really wanted to say I tried to do.
That's right.
Which scene from New in Town did you have the most fun filming?
That's a good question, Penelope, because if you watch the film and it looks like we had a good time, you'd be right.
I mean, if people will look at the tapioca fight and say, oh, that had to be the most fun, when in fact, to me, that was one of the more irritating days.
That was cold, because they didn't heat. It looks like you're indoors.
We're in sort of an unheated warehouse.
Yeah, it was like a warehouse, yeah.
And then the tapioca itself was cold. And then we had to lay around. I remember at one point, I just laid down on the ground. I mean, I was picking tapioca out of parts of my body I didn't even know I had.
I'm telling you, those little pearls, they can get up in there, can't they?
Yeah, they can get, they can get real deep, like pearls of wisdom.
Yeah. I think we threw those clothes away. We just threw them away.
Oh, yeah. I remember going back to the hotel and taking a shower afterwards. And after I'm in the shower for like a half an hour, I like see something on the floor of the shower, and I look down and say, damn, that's another piece of tapioca. I mean, they would just keep popping out. Yeah.
It's true. Oh, that was pretty in the carpet in the trailers, too. I remember that. That was pretty. But no, I think, the most fun, I think, probably maybe because I got to wear proper clothes that day, was crow hunting.
That was fun.
That was fun. I had to try so hard not to laugh at you grabbing me by the britches and shaking me every which way.
Thanks for the help, by the way. Like, a lot of times you can shift your body weight to make it a little bit easier. You were just dead weight. Are you a city or a country girl at heart?
Both. Both. When I was growing up, I grew up in a really rural community outside of Houston. I think it's been swallowed up by Houston since, but it was a rice farming community. And there were generations of families that had been there forever. You know, great-grandfathers of the girls I was going to school with owned and farmed the land there. And you know, that's in my blood, and that really appeals to me. But the whole time I was curious about the rest of the world. I was curious about, you know, what else was out there. And my parents are immigrants from Norway and Switzerland. So when we would go and visit, you know, I would see this whole other, you know, side of life and way of living, and, you know, culturally obviously different, but also very different in terms of, you know, Oslo being this big city, but it appealed to me in a very different way. And what I love most probably about living in this, you know, professional, in the life that this profession affords, is that you're sent to different places all the time. And so you don't have to choose.
Right.
So, you know, I feel comfortable in both places, and I crave both environments.
And you're lucky that you can.
Spoiled, yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Spoiled,
I know what you
can do
mean.
both.
Yeah.
But, you know, but I miss the other. If I'm in the city for too long, I
Exactly.
have to take a road trip.
Right, absolutely.
Here we go. Who are your top 5 musical inspirations and influences? It's a good question.
Yeah, I guess I say number 1 is Louis Armstrong. I put Duke Ellington in there. A guy named James Booker, piano player from New Orleans.
Yes.
Beethoven was a huge influence of mine, and probably Freddie Mercury. I mean, those are just 5 off the top of my head. I mean, there's a million others.
It's a nice collection.
That's a pretty good collection.
Diverse for different reasons, obviously.
Yeah, it's you know, because I had just the same way we're talking about city and country was sort of jazz and classical and R&B and gospel in New Orleans, and all of those different types of music. You would go into one world and sort of crave the other one. But there was so much wealth in each of those environments that I had huge influences in each one. So it was a great childhood for me, because I was in a city where all of that stuff existed simultaneously. You know, you could go on a Sunday afternoon and hear 5 completely different kinds of music. So it was great. Kathy in Pleasantville, New Jersey, have you ever had an experience like your character Lucy that unexpectedly changed the way you live your life?
Wow, I suppose so. I've had a bunch of them. You know,
The sex change.
did you have to tell
Well,
right
I
now?
think it's
I was leading
important
up to
that people know.
Gosh, so much for Letterman. Anyway,
Did he have a sex change too?
no, I was gonna.
Oh, I know.
I don't think so. Should we ask him?
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Have I had an experience? Yeah, sure. You know, you become famous, and it
Yeah, that'll
changes
do
how
it.
you live your life. Yeah. It changes how you live your life. You have to consider new things that you didn't before. And it's funny because you're not born with the faculties to deal with some of the situations that you're faced with every day. And that's not to complain. It's not about that. It's just about being faced with having to learn how to negotiate things pretty much on a daily basis, because you don't grow up.
There's no handbook out there.
Right, and you don't grow up learning how to be graceful under certain circumstances, you know. Elise in Ashland, Oregon wants to know what the one thing is about you that your fans would be surprised to learn. I know.
What is it?
You have 13 duck eggs that are about to hatch.
Oh, that's to me? That question's to me? I'm thinking about you, like, since I've gotten to know you.
No, come on,
What?
answer. What would your fans be surprised to know besides the duck eggs? What would they be surprised to know?
I like to box.
You do?
Yes, I do.
And what, like regular basis? Do you spar? Or do you
The last time I sparred was last summer, and I think I may have broken my hand.
Seriously?
Yeah.
You just never bothered to check?
I finally checked, and I think I may have done some damage. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is really great, since, you know, you make a living playing your piano and
Yeah.
writing
Yeah,
music.
because it
But
really
never
hurt,
mind.
like really bad, for a long time.
Well, this was fun.
Well, thank you, Harry.
Thank you. That's my line.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Thank you, Harry.
Thank you, Renee. And thanks to Moviefone and for watching and sending in your questions. Those were some great questions.
Yeah, thank you.
And we want you to check out our new movie starring one of my favorite people in the entire world, Renee Zellweger. It's called New in Town.
That was very sweet. I really hope you like it.
Unscripted. So we're freeballing it right now. Can I say that?
Is that what's going on? I don't know.
Yeah. I think I just
Is
said
that
something I
legal?
shouldn't say.
We might get bleeped. No, that's okay. This is on the internet, right? That's okay.
Oh,
isn't
good.
it?
Yeah, everything's cool
we're
on the internet.
We're cool. Say it again.
We're cool, freeballing. Yeah, I was talking to Renee. We were talking about freeballing.